Okay, everyone, I need you all to work together to create the best car possible. It needs to have all the required safety features, like seatbelts and airbags.
Alright, boss, I'll make the best and most safe car ever. It's gonna have double seat belts, double airbags, and quadruple the bumpers, so that it'll increase its stopping distance after it crashes, decreasing the force of impact.
That's a good start, but it also needs to be the fastest, lightest, and all-around greatest car, not just the safest. Don't forget that it also needs good traction, and think about the center of gravity to make it nice and sturdy. Stopping distance and curves are also important. If we can come up with the best car design, you may receive a bonus. So put some ideas together and call me when you've got a plan.
You know, Drew, your car may be the safest, but mine is clearly better. My car weighs half as much as yours does, so that way it means half the stopping distance.
That's true. Lauren's car weighs only 2,000 pounds and yours weighs 4,000 pounds. Therefore, her stopping distance is half of yours.
Okay, so we combine the weight of Lauren's car with the safety features of Drew's, and we'll have the perfect vehicle.
No, wait a minute. The boss also said it needs to have a lot of speed, so we need a high acceleration and top speed.
Yeah, let's make it a super fast race car.
I mean, yeah, but the faster the car can travel, the greater stopping distance it's going to need. Your car's stopping distance is the square amount of your speed. So when you triple your speed, the car is going to need 9 times that stopping distance.
Plus the reaction time and distance. That's the time that passes through the driver's mind before it realizes that it needs to stop for a red light or a crash during that split second.
So we need to make a safe car that's also really fast. Sounds easy enough.
Wait, he said something about center of gravity. What's that?
Center of gravity is your balancing point. Taller objects have a higher center of gravity and tend to be less stable. But if we build a short car, it'll have a low center of gravity, which will make it much safer.
Oh, I get it. So like this tall car here, its center of gravity is going to be like way up here, so it's going to tip easier. And this car here is much shorter and its center of gravity lower, so it's going to be more stable.
Right, so if this ruler has a high center of gravity, if it's the higher up, the less leeway it has before it tips over.
Okay, so we need a safe car that's close to the ground for a low center of gravity, and that can go really fast, even though that means it'll need a bigger stopping distance. Is that everything?
Almost. We just need to remember the friction and traction.
Oh yeah, that's like tires and tread and stuff. We want big tires, like this, so that it'll cover all of the road and make sure the tires grip really well.
Actually, you don't need bigger tires to grip the road when it comes to friction and traction. The surface area of the tires does not affect the friction and traction.
It doesn't?
No, it's a common mistake to make. Many people think that if your tires cover more ground with a larger surface area, that your traction will be better. However, the size of the tire does not matter when it comes to stopping.
Right, what does matter is the tread of your tires. Tread of your tires can help improve your traction when driving on the road.
So if a tire doesn't have any tread, it's smooth, so that's called a bald tire. A bald tire is very dangerous, as they make it very likely for the tire to slip off the road.
Some road surfaces are hard to grip, like gravel, snow, ice, or water, even if the tread isn't worn.
So it's really important to remember to check your tires fairly often and to be very careful while driving on roads in bad conditions or in bad weather.
Alright, I think I've got it all. Except the boss said the car needs to be fastest, safest, and lightest. Why would the car need to be light?
I know, because a lightweight car doesn't need as great a stopping distance as a heavy car.
And if the car is heavy, it will have a bigger force of gravity. That means that it'll need a greater stopping distance, especially going down the hill.
And also because of curves.
Curves.
Isn't it dangerous to drive around a curve?
Driving in general is dangerous.
Well, yes, driving is dangerous, but the factors that make driving around the curve a little more difficult than just driving on a straight road.
Like speed, the faster you go around a curve, the more likely that your vehicle will fly off the road. So make sure that you take curves reasonably slow.
Doesn't weight have a similar effect?
Yep. A heavy car is more likely to have difficulties traveling around a curve than a lighter car. Both will need to slow down, but the heavier one will need to even more than the light one, like this big truck.
Is there any good way to go around a curve quickly?
Not safely.
What if I drive really close to the inside of the curve? That way I can go fast and I don't have to go as far around.
No! That's even more dangerous. dangerous.
If you go tightly around a curve, you'll need to go really, really slow. Like with mass and speed, going too tightly around a curve will cause your car to tip over.
And if you're driving on an icy curve, it's even more important to drive carefully. For example, if you're driving on the curve and you hit a patch of ice, you're just going to continue going straight right off the curve. That's why you have to be careful.
Okay, we'll put in some safety features to make sure the drivers slow down around curves.
Is that everything now? Here's what I have. We need a car that can go fast, is lightweight, close to the ground, safe, and careful when driving around curves. Do we need anything else?
I don't think so.
Sounds good to me. I'll go fetch the boss.
You guys have a car for me?
Yeah, I think so. Here's what we have.
Wow, this is brilliant. I can't believe we haven't thought of this before.
Thanks, boss.
I'll get this construction line right away. And because of all your hard work, you'll be receiving a bonus check.